Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Yeah, so if this is the first time here at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we highly recommend subscribing to stay updated with our latest content. Hit the subscription button above, click the bell icon and select all to receive notifications whenever we at the Jamaica Young Police channel release a video. Remember that this channel is not an entertainment channel. You know, entertainment channels give you a average between 10 to 15 minutes. This is not an entertainment channel, so you have to go elsewhere if you want entertainment. Remember to give this video a thumbs up because you will find it helpful and informative. Please remember to share the video with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, mama, papa, side chick or side man, and tell them to tell a friend about the Jamaica Young Police channel. You can join the Patreon squad. By doing so, you will gain access to exclusive content that cannot be played on YouTube due to various restrictions. To unlock this untapped collection of videos, click the link in the description box below. Joining our Patreon community allows you to explore contents that complies with laws, rules and regulations while avoiding disruption to our channel's functionalities. You'll be able to see videos and you'll see photographs, names of persons who have been killed and are still waiting on justice, like Roy Fowle of the British crew, one of the British of the British crew, and you'll see the people who are involved in the killing of these men and others, including Douglas Chambers, who was killed by PMP criminal organization members, and it came from the top. And to date, the person who have given that order has not been arrested and charged for that murder. So you can go to Patreon and you'll be able to see the face and name of those persons. So thanks for your continued support, and we look forward to providing you with exceptional content. So moving on to today's video. Yes, are you a well-thinking Jamaican police officer, lawyer, nurse, civilian, whether homemaker, housewife, in Jamaica or in the diaspora? Let me ask you a question. Would you rather to have a man like Everald Warmington, yes, Member of Parliament Everald Warmington, whose name has never been mentioned in the killing of a policeman, or involved in corruption, or any form of dishonesty, or a Member of Parliament like Julian Robinson, whose name is implicated in the alleged incident? Who would you choose? The honest, ethical and straightforward Everald Warmington, or the alleged involvement in the death of Detective Sergeant Courtney Simpson? Julian Robinson, Detective Simpson, a brave police officer who spoke up about Member of Parliament at the time, Minister of Government Julian Robinson, allegedly issuing guns to criminals in his constituency, lost his life. A PMP criminal organization member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force called us at the Jamaica Young Police channel today and berating us of being a labourite and defending Warmington, who's a national disgrace. I don't want to play the policeman's vibe because he's currently active duty, and I know that he's not authorized by the Commissioner of Police, based on force rules and regulation, to be speaking publicly with any outside entity without the permission of the Commissioner of Police. So I won't do that. I won't, try to expose this member for him to face any disciplinary charges, because he's just expressing himself. And I, as a police officer, I have no problem with police officer expressing themselves, because we live in a democratic society. I don't believe that police officers should be barred from communicating with the press, especially it's about something that is personal to them and nothing to do with policing or their job, or it's divulging sensitive information. So this policeman, he was, after having a conversation with him, and I outlined the two politicians, Warmington and Robinson. Warmington name has never been mentioned in the killing of any police officers. The only thing that Warmington name has been mentioned with the police officer was during COVID with Manderson. And yes, it was very rude. Maybe, I don't know if, as a police officer, if I would have arrested Warmington, and I don't know what the situation was. It was on camera, so I'm not going to say that I would have arrested him or not. I don't preempt things or give any hypotheticals, especially when it comes on to certain things. But it was very, very disheartening to hear this policeman defending a member of parliament whose hands allegedly contributed to the death of a detective sergeant, one of his colleagues. And he rather that guy than the guy who is brash, honest, bold, and decent. Yes, we know that Everard Warmington does have any finesse, and the Jamaican Parliament would have better if we have 63 Everard Warmington there, because the man just say it as it is. Like or don't like him, he's not an hypocrite. And as for us here at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we appreciate people who are honest. And we never met Edward Warmington, but we rather Edward Warmington than Julian Robinson. Reason being, Edward Warmington's name has never been mentioned in killing or having one of his bodyguard, a police officer, killed because he was issuing illegal firearms in his district. So we rather to choose Everard Warmington. We rather to choose between honesty and allegations. Yes, choose between honesty and allegations. So we rather to choose honesty. So the choice is yours. Yeah, thanks for watching. And remember, as a reminder, to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. So as we says, and we asked you before, who would you choose? Yeah, so, we asked you, who would you choose? Who would you choose? Please, let your opinions, say it right, make your opinion known in the comment section of the, on the channel. And please be respectful. Those of you who post any profanity or being disrespectful to others or to us at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we're not going to delete your post. We're just going to block you from the channel, because we don't want any carousing and carabunkers over here. No. This channel is not for you kind of people. You understand? We're not here to try to save the organic robots, the people who cannot think between the difference between wrong and right. We are here to try to save Jamaica from you people, because you are the one who are about to destroy Jamaica and to make Jamaica become the next Haiti, and we are not going to stand for that. So this video delves into the contrasting personas of Jamaican politicians Everard Warmington of the Jamaica Labour Party and Julian Robinson of the PNP criminal organization, which pretend to be a political party, but it's not. It's a criminal organization. So while Everard Warmington is known for his honesty, ethics and straightforward nature, allegation of surface against Robinson, yes, of the PNP criminal organization include his alleged involvement in the death of Detective Sergeant Courtney Simpson. True or not, that's what it is said, based on information received and obtained from when the policeman was killed at his home in Harborview. As a former member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, I ask all when-thinking police officers and Jamaicans in Jamaica and the diaspora, who would you rather to have as a member of parliament or a minister of government? Would it be Everald Warmington, who has never been mentioned in the killing of any police officers, never been mentioned in corruption? This man is honest. This is the epitome of what a politician should be. If Jamaica had 63 Everald Warmington, Jamaica would be a better place. Because we love when people are straightforward and honest. But we know that Jamaica has a culture where when you're honest, you are seen as the other. Because you have to understand, as a people, we have been cultured, nurtured, domesticated, and socialized to be unconscionable people, ignore our conscience, and always be willing to lie to others for them to love us. And for a man like Warmington, we at Jamaica Young Police Channel, we can emphasize with him because that's what we have been through throughout our lives. Because we do not, as they say, you cannot be an hypocrite. And that's the kind of person we are too. We'll tell you the real mama papa truth. That's why we love Everald Warmington. And we choose Warmington and any other politicians in Jamaica. Yes, and for Darrell Vaz to be opening his mouth, he has no moral fortitude to even say such thing. Darrell Vaz is one of the most corrupt Jamaica Labour Party member of Parliament and Minister of Government. Remember, he is the most corrupt Commissioner of Police who in Ellington. So you cannot speak, Darrell Vaz, you cannot speak. You cannot even clean Everald Warmington's shoes. So should you shut your big mouth? You understand? We defend you when it's right. We don't believe in who's right, but what is right. You should not be out there saying anything against Everald Warmington. Everald Warmington wasn't promoting criminality. And what he said, he has no power to do what he has says. So there was no reason. That's how you people are. Wanted to get rid of him a long time. And now that you're seeing the backlash from loyal supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party, Edward Warmington is a rockstone Labourite. Rockstone Labourite. Most of you in the party are not Labourites. Most of you are opportunists that migrated from the NDM, the nasty demon movement. You understand? Yeah, most of you migrated from the NDM and migrated to the Jamaica Labour Party because your party could not get any traction in Jamaica. And now you guys pretending as if you're a Labourite. You're not. Most of you are not. Because most of you are criminal-minded people. You don't have the gravitas or even any traits that resemble Edward Seaga, you share or Bustamante. And most of you are spineless and weak. So Everald Warmington name has never been mentioned in the killing of a policeman. But here's a PNP criminal organization MP whose name is mentioned, and his name is Julian Robinson. So to every well-thinking police officer and Jamaican in the diaspora, as we asked you the question before, who would you rather to be around? You understand? So as we says, the guy, Everald Warmington, is honest, ethical, brash, and straightforward. Or the guy, the member of Parliament of the PNP criminal organization, Julian Robinson, who was allegedly seen by the deceased Detective Sergeant Courtney Simpson issuing guns to criminals in his constituency. And the same detective was very upset seeing what his member of his case, because he was a close protection officer. He's the one who was in charge of his team. This policeman, although he has what most of these police officers, especially Courtney Simpson, and he paid the price by giving his life for a country that didn't appreciate him. What he did not know, I don't know where this man is from. More or less he must be from rural Jamaica, because if he was a Kingstonian as I am, you would have known that this is the heart and soul of the PNP criminal organization, the destruction of lives by issuing guns. Because as a young man growing up in Jonestown, I have seen it for myself. 2 police officers issuing gun, Police Barry and Big Youth. Yes. So whatever you are doing as a police officer, if you're a PNP police officer and you're going around politicians, you just have to understand that's a part of your duty to to bodyguard them while they're issuing guns, unless you're going to take action and arrest the police, arrest the politician. But guess what? Does the other police officers who are in your surrounding, if they going to support you? I can bet you that they're not, because most of these police officers that guard politicians, if they're guarding a PNP politician, no labor police officer, police with a labor mind will never guard a PNP politician. They would let them work like at the gate of or somewhere, but not close protection. So if you're a labor police officer, labor minded, yes, you'll guard a labor right politician. And if you're a PNP, criminal organization minded police, you're going to guard a PNP. That's how it is. So don't let anybody fool you that, I used to get bodyguard Portia Simpson, I'm not a PNP. Lies. I am telling you that from the pits of hell. So that's why, even when I was given the opportunity to bodyguard Portia Simpson, I turned it down. If I didn't, I would be a superintendent of police now, like Robert Walker, who cannot even formulate a good sentence based on information received and obtained. I just work with him. He was at CIB at Clarendon, Maypen Clarendon, and I was, as a young police officer, and then they reverted. So that goes to show you that you cannot work around a politician and you say that you're neutral. You're neutral. That's a lie. Police that work at protective service and bodyguarding politicians, that's a party philosophy that they're running. If they're bodyguarding a PNP, they're a PNP criminal organization supporter and activists in uniform. You understand? So, moving on. So Detective Sergeant Simpson had witnessed the issuing of guns, and and the bodyguard, who is a police officer, reported Member of Parliament Julian Robinson to a former superintendent of police. We don't have his name right now, but we have his photograph and everything. Reported him to his superior and ended up losing his life. Detective Sergeant Simpson was allegedly killed by members of his team, same police officers who are police officers, and in the end, the blame was placed on a PNP criminal organization gunman. Yes, which politicians would you choose? The one who is honest, incorruptible, or the one who is alleged to have killed a policeman who was his bodyguard? Unfortunately, a detective who's a PNP criminal organization member and stationed in St. Andrew Central Police area is defending the Member of Parliament of the PNP criminal organization, Julian Robinson, the man who allegedly has a hand in the death of Detective Sergeant Courtney Simpson. And this detective, he is condemning the Member of Parliament, Everald Warmington, for cursing a superintendent of police, Manderson. Yeah, Manderson is at Unsby, and Manderson is a big shakedown king, He must stop shakedown people in the division, yes. That's the information that we receive, allegedly. You understand? So Manderson, who was a deputy superintendent at the time, and was transferred to St. Andrew South, Unsby, and was promoted. We had seen the video. We were very furious of what Warmington had done and said, about to Deputy Superintendent Manderson. We don't know what had transpired before, and based on what we have seen with Warmington, that was arrogant on his part. We know that people were going through COVID and going through various mental issues, so we're not making any excuse for him, and that is just Warmington. But we don't know what was said before, what Manderson had done to him, and then after that, you understand? Because you know some police are really brash too. We don't know what happened, so we cannot give you our full take on the incident itself, and say that Manderson this or Manderson that are, but what we have seen on the video back then, Warmington action were disgraceful and despicable at best. He should have behaved much better, because he was like referring to Manderson in a derogatory term, and that he had called Dr. Orius Jam, the Minister of National Security, to come and, to talk to Manderson and get him off him. So that's all we remember about the thing. And, it was really upsetting to watch it, because that we are pro-police, period. Yeah, we are pro-police. I was a pro-police, not the thief in one of them, we don't subscribe to them, but we hate them with a passion, like how we hate criminals. You understand? So as a former member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and a fearless, unafraid and outspoken detective, I would rather to be in the company of Everett Warmington than in the company of Member of Parliament Julian Robinson. Because Warmington his name have never been mentioned in any corruption or dishonest behavior or the killing of a police officer. So those of you who are PNP criminal organization supporter and activist as police officer, yeah man, you can't continue to ride with Robinson, because you don't care. You don't love your matty, you understand? I remember I was a police officer. When a police officer was killed by gunmen, yeah, that was something personal to us. But we can see most of you now, your squad get killed, and you hear says a PNP criminal organization member of parliament did it. I'm still a bodyguard and them thing, and he's going to tell her, that's a lie, I am not involved. As if I don't know which honest liar you understand? So I have never met an honest liar or honest criminal in my life. So this video, delve into the controversial situation involving Detective Sergeant Courtney Simpson, Member of Parliament Julian Robinson of the PNP Criminal Organization, and Member of Parliament Elval Warmington of the Jamaica Labour Party. Detective Simpson's death has raised questions about potential connections to Robinson, a member of the PNP Criminal Organization. Meanwhile, Warmington has been vocal in his criticism of the police force and the PNP Criminal Organization. And also the police force, we're talking about Manderson at the time. We cannot say Warmington is an anti-police member of parliament or Labour, right? We haven't checked the names of all the people, all the politicians who voted for the Indicom Act. Any politician who voted for the Indicom Act is a criminal supporter. No matter whether they are Labour or PNP. We know the PNP wanted it from 1994. And we can tell you this, our loyal viewers and subscribers and those who are listening to us. The PNP, they are very smarter than the Labour when they come on to anything. Criminality. The Labour is always the 10 step behind. The PNP outwit them all the time. What the PNP did when they get Indicom up, it was a 2-for-1. They signed the MOU, which was illegal as the Jamaican court had ruled, to extradite Christopher Duduscook, and then they get the Indicom Act in return that they wanted from 1994, sorry. But you had a corrupt Prime Minister then, Bruce Golding, who wasn't a Labourite but was an opportunist. Remember that he had left the Jamaica Labour Party to form his own party, because he was a man who, as we tell you already, that Bruce Golding wasn't a Labourite, as we said to you guys before. And we say it again. Anytime somebody is in any organization and they're within they're second in charge, and they can't wait to become the leader, and they left and form their own organization, that person, impatience, that only goes to show you that everything that they were doing is all about me, self, what's in it for me. So they never loved the Jamaica Labour Party, or they never loved the Jamaican people. Bruce Golding, we can tell you that. You understand? So, as we tell you already that, meanwhile, Warmington has been vocal in his criticism of the Mandiston, and some police, siding their side. A detective sided with Julian Robinson, who was alleged to involve as an hand in the killing of Detective Sergeant Courtney Simpson, because this detective has witnessed him issuing guns in his constituency, based on the allegation received and obtained from the day that the policeman was killed. A few days after that, that's what we heard from police officer. That was even before he was buried. At the time, we did not have a YouTube channel yet. We didn't even thinking about YouTube back then. It was on Facebook and all of these things. So as we tell you already know about with Bruce Golding, he was second in command within the Jamaica Labour Party, behind Edward Seaga. We at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, and we say it without any apologies. Edward Seaga is the best Prime Minister to me as a civilian and as a detective in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Because when I was growing up, when Edward Seaga was Prime Minister, I could walk from, I don't care who want to vex, I have to speak the truth. As one idiot, as someone from Concrete Jungle said that, boy, what he says, send me a text, a guy from New York said that, why I keep beating the PMP criminal organization like that, as if the laborers haven't done wrong too. And, I remind him that what the PMP criminal organization have done, have destroyed lives in my community. It's only 2 of us left. And all of these people, only one person was not killed by the gun, was Kellyan. So when I'm talking because I am one of them who is still alive, out of only 2 of us alive. So when I'm talking, I am talking from experience. So if my life is just for me alone and my family, I don't want it, period. One day I'm going to die. I know that for a fact. Whether health-wise, or somebody killed me, or accident or something, I know that I will die. And when I'm dead, when I die, I'll be buried, and my funeral, my body will be laid at Arlington Cemetery in the state of Virginia, in the United States of America. We'll drape with an American flag, and I will get the 21 gun salute. So I don't care what you guys want to say. I am a patriot, and I just want to save the lives of the youths and from my community. It's reading why we are at. It was not any luck or anything like that. My mother makes sure when I was growing up, I did not listen to JBC. Right now, I can tell you, the youths them in Jamaica, the only best station to listen to, whether or not you want to believe it, is nationwide. All the others promoting criminality, because they know that the base of the Jamaican people, once it's something positive, they're not going to gravitate to it. So that's why the PMP criminal organization always attack nationwide. Anything that the PMP attack is something that is good for you. I am telling you that as somebody who's born and raised in a PMP community. And I make no apologies. I don't owe anyone anything. Anything that you have done for me in my life, I appreciate it. But that doesn't make me be willing to you for the rest of my life. No, this is me. So, moving on. So as we said to you before that Bruce Golding, he was the second in command within the GLP party behind Edward Seaga. So he left and started his own party, and later returned to the original party after facing challenges gaining voter support. So he never gained attraction out there. Him let Butch Stewart can him. He's an idiot, Bruce Golding was an idiot. He let Butch Stewart can him, the Issas and all of these people can him, and with money, and tell him to start him own party, because the people them love him more than Seaga. Never even win a seat. You understand? And the last time when he was in the NDM, he was driving an old pop down vehicle, smoking like like the old police Land Cruisers. Yes. And it's when he came back to the Jamaica Labour Party and become Prime Minister, he started driving good vehicle, carousing, carabuncus and traitor. Yes. Never like him because he was a criminal supporter. Bruce Golding. He was not Labourite. Nothing like Edward Seaga. You understand? That man was a criminal enabler. So the perception of Bruce Golding, some people would say that it can vary. And different people might have different opinions about his actions. But we are give some perspective on this all corrosion, yeah, Bruce Golding. When I put up in picture, because when I give him the credence, what does I tell you, say, Warmington is cut from a different cloth from all of these people. When they were turmoil in the Jamaica Labour Party, people fighting Edward Seaga to become leader and who was backstabbing him and this and that. Warmington never leave. Warmington was very supportive of the man. Warmington was a young man then. You know, the seat was first by his father. You know his father? You know, Warmington's father was shot by PMP criminal organization police officers. Yeah, man, Piggy Williams and my memory serves me right. Yeah, I think Piggy Williams. That's our brother that I haven't spoken to him in a while because apparently because I don't toe the line like them because once you're a PMP for life. I am not that kind of person. I just believe in what is right, not who is right. So moving on. So as we said to you before about Bruce Golding. So Bruce Golding, he was an opportunist. He wasn't a Labourite. Yeah, if he was a Labourite, he would have stayed. If Bruce Golding had stayed with the Jamaica Labour Party, Jamaica would be in a different place today. We are telling that when I ask you, because Edward Seaga would have won the election after Michael Manley stepped down. PJ Patterson would not become Prime Minister at no time. Because what happened was that the votes was taken from the Jamaica Labour Party to the NDM. And that's how the PMP won so many elections. So he's the one that was caused that. And when he did not gain any traction for going to 15 years, he came back. And you see, in the end, once something is not yours, it's not going to stay yours. So that's why he had to resign in disgrace. First Prime Minister in the history of Jamaica had to resign in disgrace, Bruce Golding. And that will ever be etched in the history of Jamaica. So it only goes to show you that he was a corrosion and a corrabunkus and not a Labourite and not a patriot. So, as we say, he was an opportunist. So some might view this individual, Bruce Golding, as an opportunist, interpreting their departure and subsequent return as a strategic move to gain power or influence. So him never leave, him leave, him never leave because something happened at a party why him left. Him left because him could not wait. And him brought other people with him. The Brasco Lee and all of those corrosion, the gang of five. You understand? Others fought Seaga in court. One, Pernell Charles, never left because, man, I say, well, Labourite even went to jail for the party and all of these things. And him never leave. But goes to show that Bruce Golding was an opportunist. All of them will leave them political career just end. All they had to do was stay. They were just hungry for power. You understand? And they were fighting the man. The man that was working for the Jamaican people. So Bruce Golding and his acolytes, some of them now in the Jamaica Labour Party, they are not Labourites, they are opportunists, like the Darrell Vaz. I tell you that. Darrell Vaz, Christopher Tufton. I don't care, him could have married to a million of my cousin them and them thing there. Them man they are not Labourite, them man they are opportunists and the others. You understand? Yeah, so leaving to start a new party may be seen as an attempt to position himself as a leader. That's what Bruce Golding was doing. And returning to the Jamaica Labour Party may be seen as a pragmatic decision when the new party did not gain sufficient support and traction out there. So people out there say, no, people who are Labour, them that's not change because them love Seaga and all of these things. But this man, so him hurt Seaga right through the years. You understand? By splitting the vote and get the vote to the PMP, get the vote and make the PMP got to win elections. That's how PJ Patterson was able to, the PMP was able to rule the Jamaica for 18 years with the most corrupt government ever. Yeah, man, and not one person was arrested and charged for none of the crimes. So the first time we see a minister, a politician charged in a crime, is when this guy, what's his name, roll with, after he was a thief though, and them arrest him. I don't know what they waited on to try his case to send him to prison because he's a thief. You understand? So, as you know that Bruce Golding, him wasn't getting enough you know, him lack conviction. So critics may argue that Bruce Golding, him lack political conviction or a steadfast commitment to a particular principle, to a particular set of principles. The decision to return to the Jamaica Labour Party may indicate that Bruce Golding principles were not strong enough to sustain the challenges of forming and leading a new political entity. So them left the Jamaica Labour Party, go form NDM, never gain attraction. All internet aren't know the people them claim say poor people love because them bash the police and this and that. In a long run, them not even she not even win a seat. But that goes to show you, so it don't really matter what people tell you about a third party that can't gain traction in Jamaica. Because if Bruce Golding couldn't do it, who else can do it? Marcus Garvey was the first black man to have a party in Jamaica and it never gained traction because he never white. Black people and a whole them love people who are white. I saw them stay, they love to run down people who are white. So that's why the PNP voters, the supporters, them run behind Mark Golding. And no matter what you hear about Mark Golding, that not change him. You understand? So what Bruce Golding did was a strategic decision maker. Others might view Bruce Golding as a strategic decision maker who recognized the limitations of his initial move and made a practical decision to return to the Jamaica Labour Party for the greater good or to contribute to a cause he believed in. He never returned because of his thing. So learning from experience, a more charitable interpretation could be that the Bruce Golding, learned from the experience of trying to establish a new party, face the realities of electoral politics, and decide to contribute to his political goals from within the existing structure. Most people who have sense, might see that Bruce Golding as a pragmatic leader, willing to adapt to strategy based on changing circumstances. So that is how Andrew Holness operating. Yeah, him is a pragmatic leader. If the Jamaican people want hanging, him support it. But behind closed door, him not do anything about it. Him not come out and tell them. Because I can't bet anything in the world. Any day him come out and say, I start hanging. I tell you, say, the Jamaica Labour Party take over Jamaica. But because he's not that kind of person, he's not an Edward Siaga. You understand? Or him have that, remember say him spineless, And when time he meet with white people and them attack, him just curl up and him not have spine. Edward Siaga, totally different. So the decision to return by Bruce Golding recognized the practical challenges of running a successful political party. So ultimately, the perception of this individual, Bruce Golding, would depend on one's political beliefs, values, and interpretation of circumstances surrounding his departure and return. So it's not uncommon for political figures to switch parties to make strategic decisions based on evolving political landscape. But remember what he did, him left the party to form his own. So, Bruce Golding, who him never remained loyal to the party. Yeah, Bruce Golding never remained loyal to the party during the period of turmoil. You understand? But Warmington remained loyal to the party during the period of turmoil, where others left due to disagreement with the leader, Edward Siaga. So that for sure you say, Warmington is a person who have loyalty. Can't question that about him. Yeah, you can't question Warmington loyalty. You understand? So despite the reliable, trustworthy and dedicated person, dedication and support, they find themselves marginalized when those who had left the party return and gain more influence. So to tell you, all of the labor, them, the so-called corrosion them, like the Bruce Golding and the Darrell Vaz and all the Christopher Topstam, all of them that went to the NDM, Them return, with Bruce Colin. So they are not labor rights, And what they have done since they have returned, they have strategically, kick out the, what you call them, rockstone labor rights. You understand? The only this one of them rockstone labor right. Mike Henry, him in a wheelchair now. Pernell Charles gone. Warmington, I only one left. I can't remember anyone else right now who are rockstone labor right. Because them get old and all of these things. So all of these people in the Jamaica Labour Party, they're all pretzels and spineless. You understand? Them just do things because of political experience. Once it's popular, them do it. You understand? Yeah, so, and that's how them do Warmington, So the same people, them leave the party and come back, and now them are use the leader for marginalized Warmington. And Warmington, who has defended the Prime Minister from the vipers in the PMP criminal organization, when them out there slander them and tell all kind of lie, it was Warmington alone. And Warmington said something. We have seen, we say Peter Bunting commit. It's because, Jamaica, the crime system, because all of them people will issue a gun to people who have criminal conviction and get good police record. All the police them assign them intelligence and they should have charged. And then the people them up by FLA should have charged one of them thing. And we have seen where Peter Bunting do all kind of things when he was there and refuse to sign the Integrity Commission thing and them get somebody to change it. And no matter how people call for him resign and this and that, the PMP criminal organization never budged. What Warmington said, that was just blow on, hot here. It wouldn't have no effect on any PMP councillor. So just hot here. But it's like, when somebody wants to get you, or somebody are waiting to get you and just want you to slip. And before you even drop, they make certain say them, even before you drop, them say you drop, so you're out. That's how them do Warmington. We don't know Warmington. And what Warmington wasn't promoting in the form of criminality. So you cannot compare Warmington with Dennis Meadows, who was a fingersmith. You can't do that. Warmington is not a fingersmith. And you know that Warmington said thing. And nobody talk about civil society and this and that. As what the man say, yeah, you can't, and then you want me to feel the fear, you go. I'm not wrong, Warmington. You're not loyalty to me, you just throw me. And the man not do anything. Make them talk. That for sure you say you're spineless. We're telling that, we said that long time about Andrew Wallace. And whether or not you want to believe, we feel, based on what I go on, we're not going to make no prediction right now, but, we say all of them are sleep on the wheel. All of them, all the minister, the Chang, the whole of them, but you don't know, Jamaica is a criminal organization. So leadership style, we're telling now about Andrew Wallace. So the leader's decision to prioritize individuals who had left and returned may reflect the leadership style that values flexibilities and alliance over unwavering loyalty. Let me repeat that, because this I show you about Warmington, you understand, and the leader of the Jamaica Labour Party, that Andrew Wallace. You understand? Yeah, so we just show you how him leadership style. You understand? The leaders that are Prime Minister's decision to prioritize individuals who had left, that are him named Darrell Vaz, because say Siago did kick him out of the party, because he was one of them when undermined for betray the man and them thing there. You understand? Yeah, Edward Siago was a strong leader. And the people them did love him. I buy them by vote, I buy them by hey look, at them labour right there, the licky labour right there, them get rid of Siaga and bring make Bruce Colin become leader. You see what I'm saying? Him end up laughing at disgrace. So in time somebody now have no core beliefs. That's what happened to them. So you saying time you're wishy-washy and them thing there, yeah, that's what happened to you. That's a warning, Anytime you're not a firm leader and you're spineless and you're wishy-washy, eventually you're going to left in a disgrace. So the Prime Minister's decision to prioritize individuals who had left and returned to the Jamaica Labour Party, that we are talking about Darrell Vaz. Because I'm going to come in the Labour Party when Siaga was there. Because Siaga no want to corrouse now, corrobunkus around him. You understand? Yeah, him couldn't come in it. You know, may reflect a leadership style that values flexibilities and alliance over unwavering loyalty. Some leaders prioritize pragmatism and may see value in reconciling with former dissenters. So, you know, say him closer to Darrell Vaz, and him know say Darrell Vaz a snake. But Darrell Vaz, I know him would never ever be Prime Minister of Jamaica, because Darrell Vaz is not a man that has been liked by Jamaican people overall, based on the thing they want them to say about him. And not only that, remember say he was arrested for corruption with the policeman Llewellyn, Hubert Llewellyn, and you can say that whether or not you want to believe it, you know. And see it, Llewellyn don't get no promotion because of Llewellyn's statement why them arrest Darrell Vaz, and you know, say the Labour them punished them. They have been punishing him, and the PMP criminal organisation is the first one to punish him. Although they say that he's a PMP, you know, that they said Llewellyn is a PMP criminal organisation supporter, and they have punished him because of the statement that he had given against Darrell Vaz, because they are saying that if he could have done it to a Labour right, when would I do it with? So them now, that's why we tell us, so them now you say ethical, decent, and honest police officer. You understand? The Labour right worse. As I said, and I said even today we're in a talk with that policeman. So if this commissioner asks me, I say I worst commissioner of police, I most corrupt commissioner of police this. Yes. And we say it without any, why you say that? Well, the reason why we say that, if this commissioner of police wants to lift his mark on the police force, that man would promote Hubert Llewellyn, that inspector, and have his photograph and billboard around Jamaica say, police, we want police officers like that Inspector Hubert Llewellyn. Everybody in Jamaica would know him face and name. And police who join the police force would not want to be corrupt, because Sergeant Llewellyn is the epitome of an honest police officer. But that goes to show you, say, all of them are corrupt. I can't to some ghetto people, all of them are corrupt. Them corrupt. You understand? So don't be fooled by them, because them speak the Queen English, and you understand, and them can make, you know, proper sentence, and them not giving a fragment and a sentence. You understand? Them are giving complete sentences in English language. So power dynamics. Politics often involve complex power dynamics. So the returnees may have strategic importance, perceived skills or resources that the leader believe benefits the party's goal. So like a Darrell Vaz now, them know say him now, what you call it now? Darrell Vaz is a person where them say him is a good fundraiser for the PMP, the GLP party. So that's why him close to the Prime Minister. So him keep Darrell Vaz close to him, because him not trust Darrell Vaz. I don't know. That's how it go. So this raises questions about the leader's appreciation for loyalty and the impact of such decision on party morale. So yeah, that's what we tell you. We love Warmington, you know. And some people I say, boy, Warmington, what him do? And when him say, and the man say, Warmington. So you see, you know. So Warmington is the kind of person when they lie. The Prime Minister go up on Cliffviews and say, Warmington after him resignation, the man never do nothing wrong, you know. And Warmington still say, no, I lie him, I tell you, me never resign, you know. I him fire me. Well, you can't love a man like that. You have to love him, because I'm honest. You understand? While Fingersmith Meadows, the whole thief, you know him say, him not going nowhere. Because him have secret for Mark Gold, you know, because him a thief, you know, and them kick him out of the Labour Party, because them say, we don't want to Fingersmith over here. And Mark Golden grab him and say, boy, you have experience as a thief or anti-over here. You understand? I just say it go. Now, hey, we say we have a convicted drug dealer, so they open up the gate and we have a next video for that. You understand? At them started, you know, at them I mash up the country. The 63 people in the parliament, I mash up the country. You understand? By first, them allow Isaac Buchanan to become lawyer. Now, we have a convicted drug dealer as a councillor in St. James. Wow. We don't think we can go any lower, can't we? We can't go any lower at Jamaica. So, influences of external factors, the arrest and corruption charges against Darrell Vaz outside the party have influenced the leader's decision. The leader might be trying to manage public perception, address legal concerns, or navigate political challenge tied to external situation. So although Darrell was arrested and charged with corruption, him in charge of our ministry, you understand, he was trying to, Darrell Vaz was obstructing the course of justice by intervening in a police investigation, and he was arrested and charged. Edward Warmington never arrested and charged with corruption, never tried to interject himself into police investigation, but he's the one that has been castigated and thrown under the bus. Darrell Vaz now hired the most corrupt commissioner of police ever, who is alive, Owen Ellington, to be in charge of a division of the transport ministry. That goes to show you, say, corruption is rife. You can't point to somebody that's corrupt that Everett Warmington has hired in his ministry where he was, or the you understand, as a former minister of government. So it goes to show you, say, Everett Warmington is totally different. He's not beholden to anyone. But yet still, yeah, Darrell Vaz, him make statement, public statement, for him shut him out. And yeah, that was say, yeah, he shut him out. You know, no moral compass, he said nothing to nobody about ethics, decency, honesty, or truthfulness. Just shut him out. Yeah, we don't know say you're corrupt. We know say you have criminal-minded person. Yes. The last time we see Darrell Vaz, remember, you know, we see you at in a Pembroke Pines at the Shell gas station the Saturday night. When he had to load and we said, Darrell Vaz, he had to drive a black Benz. Yeah, I remember. You understand? And you realize say that Jamaican attack there, because we tell you, say, hey, he might have load on the phone and I buy gas. You understand? So and him just drive fast. You understand? So yeah, we'll continue the journey. So communication breakdown. It is possible that the communication between Everett Warmington and the Prime Minister broke down. Misunderstanding or a lack of clarity about the person's loyalty and contribution may have contributed to a marginalization. The marginalization, why them marginalized Warmington, is because the PNP them want it long time, and guess what? Darrell Vaz can't stand Warmington, because Warmington was never a traitor to Siaga. You have to understand, it's all politics. You understand? Everett Warmington, them man, they are rockstone labor, right? You're right if you know, say you have somebody running with loyalty than somebody with non loyalty. So what Andrew Wallace is doing is political calculation, as if decency apply to Jamaican people, or I talk about social media and civil society. What? The only people them have any problem with Warmington statement, on PNP criminal organization, because his statement is just to rile up the supporters them there. Because them lose and him feel shame, him feel defeated. Although him know say him not lose him seat in an election. You understand? But him feel away because through him council lose. Him just, you know, some hyperbole and him thing there. You and chin up the crowd. And you fire the man over that. You fire him and then you go tell lie say him resign. You know, no credibility, man. But we know that you know no long time still. Because we always say you're spineless. But as we say, and we continue to say, we're rather you than Mark Golden and the PNP criminal organization. Any day, any time. Although we don't see you do nothing even remotely close to Edward Siaga. But it's just that the PNP criminal organization is worse. Hopefully, in time, Mark Golden them gone, or you know, somebody in the party will find a leader. Maybe the Minister of Finance. We don't know if him like him tough still, because you see him stand up to Mark Golden and call him Master Mark in a parliament. And Nigel. And you understand? And I don't know why the economy is like that. It's Nigel. You understand? And when I follow the guy around, you understand what I'm saying? And Nigel, I'll do some good work. Smart and the whole on them thing there. But we don't say we try sideline him. So essentially the Prime Minister described in his everything when is political calculation. He must think about cause him love power, Most people love power. You understand? Because they make him feel good, because them in charge, understand that. So the decision-making process, however, may raise question about fairness, transparency, and the leader's commitment to those who have steadfastly supported the party. The loyal person's perception of betrayal is an important consideration. That may impact party dynamic and internal cohesion. Say Edward Warmington is not a love man by enough of them in a Jamaica Labour Party. Because him is not an hypocrite. And that's why I love him. Yeah, me don't know him, but I love him. I love people who are honest, straightforward and say it as it is. You understand? When him call Lisa Anna Jezebel, Anna lie him tell, I show him attack. And we endorse it and we play it in a previous video. We show you a video where we tell her, say, yeah, Anna lie him tell. When him call her Jezebel, because she's a real Jezebel. You understand? And fool people, them look upon her, true say, I can't tell them pretty true she are Indian. Really? We know a prettier woman than her Jamaica. But even Alvar's wife prettier than her, period. And action on. Or what they want to call her, yeah. So the debate defending Robinson and condemning Warmington has sparked heated discussion about the role of politicians in Jamaica. So as a former member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, I express my opinion on the matter, stating my preference for politicians who stand up to corruption and criminal influences. So, as we uncover the truth behind these political figures and their impact on Jamaica society, is Robinson truly connected to criminal activities, or is Warmington the fearless voice against corruption? In this eye-opening discussion, let's explore the complexities of Jamaican politics. So here we have a current member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force who have given up his brain, and allowing the PNP criminal organization to think for him, not knowing that they are his true and real enemy of all the things they have done to members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And we can't tell you so many things. Them take away immigration from the police. Them create a division here, never. Them do all kind of things. See them make sure in a firearm act, them put it that police must do fingerprint. Police must go pay them surrogates to get certification that they can use firearm when the government already trained them. So even the same PMP, I'll scam all the police them. And the fool them don't even know that. When I was a police officer living in Jamaica and I'm a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and I was applying for my license gun, I did not pay any. I did not do any fingerprint. I did not pay for anything about certification to have a license gun. I PMP come in with that. That is the way of the. But so them no say most of the police them are most of them have criminal intention, just like them supporters, and them no say. Not care what them do them still now go. Them support for them now go. Because to them is a sports. I see me, I can think. You do that to me, no. You can't be my friend and them thing there because you disrespect me. If you don't respect yourself, you can't respect others still. So most of them police don't respect themselves, they're corals in them. Me, no, me couldn't support that. You mad? No, sir. My mother raised me too well. You understand? So, so this policeman that I had spoken to, he rather to hug a man and his party who is responsible for the various demotivational policies against the police force, also the killing of one of the police force detective, than a man whose name has never been mentioned in any form of corruption, killing of any police officers, or any form of crime. Everett Warmington is the only politician in Jamaican Parliament who is unafraid of taking on the PNP criminal organization and their cabal, and is not afraid of calling them out and standing up to them. I have never met either man, Everett Warmington or Julian Robinson, but I had rather the Jamaican Parliament have 63 Everett Warmington in Jamaica and Jamaica would be a better country for everyone. So if we have 63 Warmington, so when Warmington attack to even the voters, he might tell them the truth. Them kind of politician you want. Politicians are normally loyal. Warmington is honest. So them people you want. So unfortunately, a detective who's a PMP criminal organization member is defending a member of the PMP member of parliament of the PMP criminal organization, Julian Robinson, the man who allegedly has a hand in the death of Detective Sergeant Courtney Simpson. He never physically there, but words of power, you understand what I'm saying? So the same detective now, who works in a St. Andrew Central, we're not going to call him name, and we're not going to expose him. Sent here in a Marlon, that's how Marlon Nesbitt work. And then he might say, oh, Marlon Nesbitt is a labor right. Really? Because stream family, there's nothing wrong if I'm a labor right. At least he's not a thief. So the same detective now, he's condemning Member of Parliament Everald Warmington for cursing Superintendent of Police Manderson, who was a Deputy Superintendent of Police at the time and was transferred and promoted. Well, look here. I would rather a man cuss me out, cuss me than get somebody for kill, than get my colleague for kill me. No, me work at Warmington any time. No, me understand. Yeah, me rather a man cuss me. You understand? At least he live. Me no want the man to kill. So you saw him fool though. The detective saw him fool. Although the man a detective still learning. And that's a detective just by paper. Most of them don't have much sense. So as a former member of the Jamaica Conservative Force, fearless and afraid and outspoken detective, I would rather be in the company of Everald Warmington than in the company of Member of Parliament Julian Robinson. So as we said to you before, Everald Warmington is the only politician in Jamaica who is unafraid of taking on the PMP criminal organization. So corruption. So the truth behind Detective Sergeant Courtney Simpson's murder. We delve into the shocking truth behind the murder of Detective Sergeant Courtney Simpson. The late Everald Warmington is highlighted as a shining example of honesty and integrity in Jamaican politics, while the need for more politicians like him is emphasized. So we uncover the dark underbelly of corruption within the PMP criminal organization, as gunmen and politicians are implicated in arming thugs in the Kingston metropolitan area. Yes, and it was done by Julian Robinson, and Court Detective Sergeant Simpson was a eyewitness, the politician and minister of government, and issuing guns to thugs in his constituency. Detective Sergeant Simpson was angry, and he reported what he had seen to his superior, and it ended up costing him life. So the sinister order to kill Detective Sergeant Simpson is revealed, exposing the true extent of corruption in Jamaican politics. So stay tuned as we uncover the truth behind this script. For more insightful content, remember to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated. So in the sea of corruption and deceit, Everald Warmington stands out as the epitome of integrity in Jamaican politics. Jamaica needs leaders like Warmington in Parliament, and less like Julian Robinson and his cronies, and the others even in the Jamaica Labour Party who are spineless. Sergeant Simpson witnessed gunmen receiving guns from Member of Parliament, allegedly Julian Robinson, in the Kingston metropolitan area, and for that he was silenced. So as we know that you won't believe who gave the order for his murder, all the name of protecting their party and their dirty secrets. So it's time to expose the truth behind Detective Sergeant Courtney Simpson murder and all these corrupt individuals accountable for their actions. So thanks for watching the Jamaica Young Police channel. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police channel out.